For PokerGaming.com, this is James Gwill. Event number 9 at the 2010 World Series of Poker was the $1,500 Pot Limit Hold'em Bracelet event. This is one of only 2 Pot Limit Hold'em events for the season, and this event drew 650 players that were looking to take down the event. Pot Limit Hold'em is considered a more skillful form of Hold'em than No Limit or even Limit Hold'em is. The main reason being is that the pot is a little more controlled pre-flop, at least until you get to the higher limits. Among those that entered the event were Lacey Jones, Chris Ferguson, Joe Cotta, James Dempsey, Scott Montgomery, and J.J. Liu. Scott Montgomery and James Dempsey were in the top 2 of chips entering Day 2 play. And Day 2 saw the players reach the money bubble and the field thin down to the final table. J.J. Liu was the first woman to actually make an open event this season, as she made the final table of this event. Now, going into the final table, Steve Chantabuassi actually led the final table with $533,000 in chips. James Dempsey was next in chips with $528,000, and J.J. Liu was actually third in chips with $479,000. Greg Wilkerson was the first player eliminated from the final table. On a queen-high flop that included 2 spades, he was all in with pocket aces. Steve Chantabuassi made the call with the ace of spades, queen of hearts. Wilkerson looked in good shape to double up, at least until the turn fell to 4 of spades, which gave Chantabuassi a flush draw and a sweat for Wilkerson. Unfortunately for Wilkerson, another spade hit the river, and that ended up giving Chantabuassi the nut flush, and Wilkerson was out in 9th place with $14,715. Edward Brogdon was the next player out. He was all in pre-flop with 9s and ran into the pocket kings of Chantabuassi. The board failed to produce another 9, and Chantabuassi eliminated his second player from the final table, and Brogdon left to collect $19,120 for his 8th place finish. Joseph Williams was the next player out. Chantabuassi again moved all in with pocket 7s, and Williams decided that he would race with them with ace-10 of hearts. And the board failed to produce anything higher than an 8, and as a result, Williams was out collecting $25,166, and Chantabuassi had knocked out 3 players from this final table. Now, James Dempsey next bet to $130,000 pre-flop against Scott Harridan, and Harridan ended up making the call. Both saw the flop of the queen of spades, jack of diamonds, 5 of diamonds, and Harridan put in his last 90,000 chips into the pot. Dempsey made the call, and Harridan ended up showing the 7 of diamonds, 6 of diamonds for flush draw. Dempsey had king jack and middle pair. Well, the turn and river both blanked, and Harridan was out of here with $45,393 for 5th place. Chantabuassi ended up eliminating his 4th player from the final table when he knocked Mark Babikov out. Babikov had the ace of clubs, 9 of clubs against Chantabuassi's pocket kings. A king on the flop gave Chantabuassi a set, and when the board paired on the turn, it left Babikov drawing dead. Mark Babikov finished in 4th place and took home $62,232. Now, J.J. Liu made a great run at the bracelet, but unfortunately fell short in 3rd place, which isn't too terribly bad because she did start the final table in 3rd place. Her final hand saw her racing with pocket 8s against ace-king of James Dempsey. James ended up flopping 2 pair and a flush draw to take the lead. He then caught aces up on the turn, and then, for overkill, he rivered the flush. J.J. Liu finished in 3rd place and took home $86,512. Now, heading into heads-up play, James Dempsey had, pretty much a dominating chip lead. Steve Chantabuassi only had $820,000 in chips at this point, and Dempsey had the rest, sitting with $2.1 million. Now, you would think that this might be a fairly quick heads-up play, but it ended up going on for quite a while. However, Chantabouassi never really gained any major headway. He pretty much kind of hovered around his initial starting stack. And in the end, he was all in with ace-7 against the ace-10 of James Dempsey. Chantabouassi fought the straight draw, but the draw never completed. And as a result, Steve Chantabouassi finished runner-up and took home $121,963. James Dempsey takes home his first WSOP gold bracelet and a total of $197,470 for winning the 1,500 pot limit Hold'em bracelet event. Congratulations. For PokerGaming.com, this is James Will. For more, keep your browser pointed to PokerGaming.com as we bring you more coverage from the 2010 World Series of Poker.